Hello soldatans from Semoski Winter. So today we will have for the third time in a row video related to some kind of a blitzkrieg or special close quarters meta. So today we will show you a special tactic with Panzergrenadiers on how to rush them and what to do the way I did it. So I just want to say that this tactic might not be the same for everyone and that it may not apply in every situation. I am playing together with TM Mighty Joe, so I am also the member of that clan. Just recently I joined the TM Team Mouse clan, a great community with great players and great community. You guys are all free to join. You can contact me and I'll help you how to join and what to do to be accepted. You have your TeamSpeak, we have Facebook group. It's really active community, so you'll have fun. Just to say that this will be a short video, as you might saw it. It's about 18 minutes long, and it will basically just cover a short idea on how to do this meta, this opener, which will rush for the Panzergrens. Again, it will not work for everyone. So let's go back to the game. So we will have the center front, the western front and the eastern front. I opened this game with 2 MG42s and with a second Pioneer. So you have 2 MG42s and 2 Pioneers, then you rush tier 2. That is the basic idea of this meta, of this opener. So far I managed to push back that opening stage of the fight against the Allies, this Russo-American coalition. We see that they got 2 Maxims here to support, and I'll immediately run inside this building to deny these rear echelons, this building, to try to put up some pressure. I didn't saw this second Maxim until it was a little bit late, so I'll try to crumble back inside this building while this MG42 will provide cover. On the eastern side, my ally, the Joe, is doing fine. He, as we told, he will capture this house, which is a strategic point to defend the fuel which Fatherland will need, and also he is wiring this. We made a deal that he'll wire this and that he'll place an MG42 there, so that way we will deny the enemy flanking possibility on mid, this way providing me with a great opportunity to focus my force completely over here on this western side. I'm setting the initiative with my second Pioneer here and pushing on these back areas where enemies are not present. The second MG42 is out. The second MG42 is out as well, providing support for these Pioneers, which are capturing the fuel, trying to harass the enemy as much as they can. The riflemen are really stubborn, trying to get my Pioneer, and they managed to got one guy. They're still trying to, and finally they've got pinned, so I'll uncap this and harass the enemy fuel, and I'll immediately run. Don't want to gamble too much. My MG42 is being pushed back under the intensive fire from the enemy mortar, but luckily the Joe got his mortar and he will try to pepper down this American mortar. They are constantly shifting their mortar, but I'm also trying to move my MG42 as well. For a second I thought to turn over here, but then I saw that this mortar is coming and I'm gonna do it here. And look at this, he's setting up. I'm setting up a mortar position here for the mortar, definitely. So yeah, oh, the Russian got 2 mortars, so the Allied team has 3 mortars, the Joe has 2. So Joe is outnumbered here, but again, the Wehrmacht mortars are pretty damn good, and they can easily defeat Soviet mortars if played nicely. Let's take a look. Yeah, they focused that mortar. Over here, I pushed my MG42 inside this building. It's that as soon as I saw that one, I started reloading, trying to get incendiary, And then these guys came. I don't know why they haven't rushed, but I mean, just at the sight of them, I've decided that it is time to retreat. We already tacked up and we are building the light mechanized company, and from that we will get Panzergrenadiers, which will be the backbone of this army. You will lack some starting light vehicle, anti-vehicle, anti-tank weapons like Faust and stuff you get from the Grenadiers, but on the other hand you will get a greater opportunity and greater resources to push forward and to do greater damage and to punch through the enemy line much more efficiently. So it is a gamble. That's when I told that it is not for every game and for everyone. You need to be careful on how to play with this, because it can backfire easily if not played right. Already, I believe it's minute 5, we destroyed this building over here. It is completely destroyed, and Joe managed to got this Maxim, which sadly stayed inside, and that way will not be of use to anyone. We are trying to find it. Where is that Maxim? Can't see it. Anyways, so the mortar fire and the mortar battle continues on. The Joe got his mortar team here firing. On the western front, I'm encountering stubborn American push over here. They even upgraded with the grenades, which is a reasonable answer to this tactic which I'm using, so it will definitely pay off for them. Over here my Panzergrenadiers are trying to get the enemy squad of riflemen, which is trying to capture this ammo point. We managed to stop them, but here comes the second squad of riflemen encountering this lonely Panzergrenadier squad. The only hope for this Panzergrenadier squad, which is badly beaten, is to hide inside this building, use the heavy cover and try to do damage as much as they can. But just as the hope was running and fading away, the second squad of the Panzergrenadier, led by the Rommel himself, is running forwards, encountering this rifleman squad on the open and cutting them down completely. 5 GIs down, lying dead on the floor, killed by heavy fire from Sturmgewehrs from the Panzergrenadier, yeah? Now I'm pushing my MGs forward. I'm gonna try and set up perimeter and go push for their fuel again. We'll see how that will pass. They have the lieutenant up as well to support the troops and to boost their morale. My heavy machine gun managed to get inside before the rear echelon came, but then we have this mortar, American mortar, which is up close, is the mortar which will win any mortar. American mortar up close is the best mortar, but in real time engagement you will not get your mortars in a perfect position to fire, so that way it is lacking behind the Soviet and German. Over here I'm trying to stop this lieutenant with 2 pioneers, so he smoked my MG42, but not before I managed to suppress them, and that bought me enough time to do damage and get this lieutenant on the run. Over here my Panzergrenadiers are hiding behind and waiting for these 2 rifleman squads to jump in. They are trying to lower me in. They're even trying to get in a better angle, but that is not gonna happen. Look at this. They will try to do anything to get advantage, because they know if they stay at range they will win. Up close I win. Now he's coming with this rifleman. I don't know where that rifleman came, but he's joining now. But again, we have the Panzergrenadiers returning back to the front. He even tried to use grenade to deny me the close quarters here. Now the second Panzergrenadieren squad is coming. Firing, firing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So far, so good. They're doing an awesome job. The Panzergrenadiers are doing great job. We managed to wipe this mortar over here. The Joes are laying down. Oh, he disappeared. What? They did saw my Panzergrenadiers here, so they will turn their 50 cal. Now let's watch at the eastern front. The battle of the mortars still is here. We see that the Soviet got M5 up forward to support his troops to repellish, because they suffered heavily against the German mortar, and now Joe is quick to respond and to do some rapid firing on this position and to get this mortar. Let's see, will he be successful as we are expecting him to be? Come on. Oh yeah, one casualty. They are bunched up, one shot. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yep, there was one guy, and it was one guy, so that is a dead mortar, and then half a second later he managed to repellish. So bad luck for this Soviet guy. So he has the second mortar though, and he will fire over here, I expect him. But yeah, the mortars of the Wehrmacht are already moved, and they will now barrage the second mortar. See how effective they are, how accurate they are, and how rapidly are they firing. This is just unbelievable. Joe doing an awesome job over here. 222 is up also to support. We already tacked up. Yep, we already tacked up. We are gonna get our first tanks. I believe that my Panzer IV will be here soon. Yep. They sadly managed to got my MG42 here, but I still have this MG42. Panzergrenadiers will stay here and protect this MG42, while the Pioneers will come forward and repellish it, because, sorry, capture it, because it is always easier to repellish Pioneers than Panzergrenadierens. Okay, over here my MG42 is being pushed. I'm trying to lower these guys onto these Grenadierens so that my Panzergrenadier can move from the flank. So they bought it, kind of. So I'm moving my Panzergrenadier forward, trying to use the slide cover as much as I can, do some damage, while my MG42 will enter in just seconds before the 50 cal moved. He will suppress my guys soon. I believe that he will. Yeah, the Panzergrenadier is trying to use range as their advantage. They were kind of successful. They're now moving here on mid. Don't know why. They're capturing this building. At this time in a fight, it's useless. So I don't know. My MG42 managed to clear this heavy machine gun, but soon he will pay a heavy toll. Look at that. MG42 have been destroyed by this mortar. Where is it? Mortar which fired upon. My Panzer IV is finally out, pushing back 2 squads, 1 lieutenant and rifleman back, while my Panzergrenadierens again moved in and started harassing. My Pioneers will now go in to capture this and build some mines to protect that. Joe already built a fuel cache. And over here I'm trying to do damage to the lieutenant, primarily because he is much more expensive than rifleman to repellish. So that is exactly what we want to do. Over here Joe is trying to push mid. This rifleman did a great job, and he managed to kill that 1 squad of Grenadierens, but at a heavy price. Made a barbecue out of them. Joe, great job. So now I saw that the Joe is in a little bit of a trouble. I mean, he's not in a trouble, but I mean the enemy is really pushing hard here with a lot of troops. So I decided it's time to move in. Let's go. I saw mortars. As soon as I saw M5 with quad, I decided M5 is the primary target, most valuable target. It's unprotected. Here we go. Yeah. M5 is down. They have turned their AT in an attempt to protect it, but too late. 222 is quick to follow. Great outflank over here. The Panzer IV is pushing back these mortars, but it will not pursue across this lake, across this ice, because one good shot can wreck the ice and this Panzer IV will sink down. So Joe got some Stugs, got vet up mortars, great, and he got Panzergrenadiers with the Shreks. Nice one. So definitely has a good anti-tank capability. I've built the minefield. Pioneers will try to look around, try to see did they have they planted any, while my Panzergrenadiers will try to push forward. But then I saw, the rifleman coming, I'm in negative cover, and accidentally I've retreated both of the squads instead of the only beaten one. So yeah, it's always better to retreat and to keep your troops and preserve your resources than to gamble. That's the worst thing you can do. If you're not sure that gamble, even if you lose. If you're gambling, you know that you can lose, but I just didn't want it to gamble that way at the moment. So the US is still trying to push and break on this western flank. They even got the ATR here to support because they know that we have Panzerfield. We really harass their fuel hard. Now the riflemen will move forward together with the rear echelon, while the captain will capture the fuel. AT will stay close behind to support, and we have an aircraft flying by, as you guys can see. Riflemen moving forward to capture that soon. Yep. One squad of Panzergrenadiers will join them. We have 2 squads of Panzergrenadiers replenishing. They'll join up the front soon. And the second Panzerfield is here. So we have 2 Panzer IVs which will be here, and we are expecting the assault over here because I saw some movement there. So they will be here to move. And yeah, look at that. We have spotted this rifleman over here. And yeah, come on, fire, and yeah, we destroyed the building together with the rifleman inside. The Joe died, the Joe inside. Oh, he's still alive. No, he's dead now. Anyways, we see that the enemy is really clever, trying to clear the minefield with his AT, but he is missing these mines on the sides. For the 5 member squad, this is a pretty wide area they must pass through, and he's not clearing it. Also, I got my Panzergrenadiers here, to wait for any movement which enemy will try. But yeah, look at it, these guys, they've managed to pass through without huge issues. See, only a few mines left here and here. But look at this, Panzergrenadiers completely wiped them. They were not watching. Over here, these Panzergrenadiers are outflanking. Yeah, this AT will now go down. Yeah, the AT is completely destroyed, completely outplayed by these Panzergrenadiers. You can't do much against them. They're just, and they surrender. With the Panzergrenadiers, you're just pushing constantly, go boom, 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 boom. And you're not giving the enemy enough time to repellish. This is, when you're trying to play this meta, this is the American style of playing the Wehrmacht. It is, but you have to build up. For this type of gameplay, you need to build up. You need to preserve your MGs, you need to be active with them, and push together with Pioneers, provide them support. So I hope that you guys enjoyed in this short video. If you had, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you want to join the clan and be the member of Team Mouse, you can leave a comment down below. You can contact me, add me on Steam. You can always find that on my channel, the links of my Steam. You can add me and I'll help you get in and tell you what to do and how to get in. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys, and see ya.